Hey, here I am finally making a video for YouTube. I've been meaning to do this for a very, very long time. When I was, I want to say I was like 17 or 18 years old, I decided that school was just absolutely not for me. I'd given it my all in not junior year, sophomore year. It's been a while. And I figured, I gave it my all, and it just didn't feel like it was worth it. I wasn't learning things, and I was craving knowledge. I was craving education, but the school that I came from just was not giving that to me. So I decided that I would leave and that I would go hit the road. Whereas it would seem, why leave your hometown and go be a bum, right? Well, I didn't want to be a bum. I wanted to be a traveler. I wanted to be different. And at the time, I'd never seen a dirty kid. I'd never heard of train hopping. I'd seen it on old Western shows, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to go do this thing. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do exactly what feels right. And so that's what I did. I left school, I hit the road, and all I had was a book bag and a gallon of water and a sleeping bag. That's all I had. And I had a very small map. Looking back, it was kind of funny that I even grabbed that thing because it didn't give me roads or anything. At the time, I didn't even know what the I-40 was. But you know what? Darn it, I went out there and I did it, and I'm so grateful I did. When you travel like that, it changes a lot about you. The way you think, the way you perceive people, the way that you see yourself and you see the world around you. It helped me to grow up, to get over myself, to get over the bratty teenager ego, I suppose, for, lack of better terms, but I had to let all of that go in order to humble myself and open myself up to what the road and the world had to offer. I learned a lot, and I am very grateful that I took that leap of faith. I had no idea what I was doing. Ashamed to say that I never hopped a train, but who cares? I still have the rest of my life to do that, which I will do. But right now I'm kind of focused on my family and building this business and just growing. I want to grow in different ways. The only downfall, I believe, of traveling like that is that it becomes very difficult to... It becomes difficult to stay in one place. You always want to stay on the move. It feels right. And being outside of your comfort zone becomes your comfort zone. And that, growth and comfort is not very conducive to one another, but I don't really know how to describe it. Like I said, when you are out of your comfort zone all the time, it becomes your comfort zone. And that really seems contradictory, incredibly, but I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it other than that. But anyway, since then, I've been through a lot. I did a lot of growing. I got my feelings hurt really bad. Bad relationship. And once I moved on from that, things got a little bit better. I was still going through a really bumpy road there for a long time, and I became very frustrated, because I was at home. I'd lost my dad. I went through a bad relationship, and then I have all this weight, all this extra weight thrown on me. I find out that I'm pregnant, and at the time I was 19 years old, and it was just nerve-wracking. It was absolutely nerve-wracking, and I didn't think that I would be ready for that. I thought, oh man, what if I'm too selfish to raise a child? What if? But her father and I, we stuck together and we talked about things and we got to know each other a little bit more, and we have the baby. We have her, and she's a year old. And 13, 14 months, give or take, whatever. And I'm so grateful that I made the decision to give myself a chance and be a mom, and I'm so glad that I did. But since then, I kind of got a little kick in the ass because I realized that I needed to start listening to my calling. Listening to my calling would, what my inner self was telling me to do was to travel, to meet people, and to expand in my business and learn how to use social media to do so. So I figured I'd practice. I'm getting used to social media, making social media a platform. There at first I was having a really hard time because I'm like, oh, what if this person thinks that, or what if this person thinks this? And finally I just had this thought come in my head, and it was like, look, these people aren't going to pay your bills. They might buy your artwork, but they're not going to pay your bills. And I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to just do what I have to do. I'm going to put my horns to the ground, and I'm going to focus on what I need to do. Since then, I've been learning a lot. And I'm so grateful that, once again, I gave myself the chance to expand my horizons and get over the ego of what if this happens, or oh, what if people don't like you, or oh, what if you don't get this, this, and this to meet your criteria, or a social media it doesn't matter. What matters is that I'm making, it may be baby steps for right now, but every day I'm making baby steps, one after the other, to get to where I want to be. And I'm very confident in myself now. Like I said, expanding my horizons has helped a lot. I listen to a lot of different influencers, and not like fashion or beauty or like unrealistic things, but influence Les Brown, Sadhguru, Alan Watts, even. All the other names just totally left my mind. But just people that have really good things to say, that are mind-opening and can change your perspectives. And oh yeah, minority mindset. Minority mindset is where it's at. This man is, incredible, and he keeps it so real. Like, there's no denying the fact that he truly does. He tells the truth, and he's very open and honest about things. And I want to be an entrepreneur. Well, an entrepreneur for me means to be good at your business, be good at what you do, to, some people, I feel like it's necessary to specialize in something. On social media, I call myself mixed media and medicine. I have always been into proprietary blends, herbs, natural medicines. That can be anywhere from, like I said, herbal blends to the trees. Whatever you can learn from the trees, or whatever you can learn from the smallest little insects, or the snails, or even beautiful larger creatures. Everything that you experience in this world has something to teach you. And that was a huge positive influence on my perspective and how I look at things and how I think about things. Everything has its own message, including people. When I meet new people, I like to interact. I like to get them thinking. I like to kind of surprise them. I like to do things that most people won't do. Just a small example, like when I was out and about and I was traveling, I would fly a sign, and it would say, hey, we'll work for food and money, in a tight spot, help me out, traveling artists need money for art supplies, stuff like that. And I would just try to make a little bit of money. Sometimes I would actually go talk to people, which would really take them off guard. But anyway, let's just say that we have 100 people that are driving by where I'm flying this sign. 50 of them will try their damnedest to not even make eye contact with you. Like, they'll try to pretend like they never saw you. 20% of them will notice you and shake their head and scowl at you. And then there's that very small percentage of people, that maybe 10% of people on a good day, that will be like, you know what, I'm going to give you some money. I'm going to help this person out. I'm going to talk to this person and see what I can do to help them. And see, that's rare. That's incredibly, incredibly rare. 3%, anywhere from like 0.5% to 3% of those people are going to be like, here's $100, or here, I'll take you to the store. What do you need? What do you need to get you in a better position? I want to be that person. I want to be that one person that's driving by and I see this person. I'm like stopping traffic and everything, like, hey, come on, I got you. I'm going to be your brother. I'm going to be your sister. And I'm going to be your friend. And I'm going to help you get yourself in a better situation. That's what I want to do. It takes people by surprise. Let me see. I'm trying to think of another good example. It's just, let me see. When I was specifically a place in Asheville, North Carolina, western North Carolina, Asheville. I would, a couple years ago, you can't do this anymore because the police are so darn tight, but there's a lot of humbums that blew up the place. But I would go out there and I would set up my artwork, and I would have like this small array of some of my artwork things, and I would try to sell it so that I could get water or food or give somebody gas so I could get to the next place, whatever. And I would set up, and see, once again, you have people that pretend like they don't even see you. You've got the people that'll stop and say, hey, that's beautiful. And then there'll be people that take your business cards and they're real into you and they'll follow you on social media. And then there's that 0.5% of people that will be like, you know what, I'm going to drop mad money and I'm going to buy all this girl's artwork. Once again, I want to be that person. And because like I said, when you take people off, I don't know about everybody, but when I take people off of their normal thing, I feel like it's good for them, and it's good for me specifically as an artist, as a upcoming entrepreneur, that when people notice me and they really dig what I got going on, it makes me feel good and it gives me motivation. I had a conversation with this one lady. She's 18 and she hit the road. She sells her artwork and all that kind of stuff. And she asked me, she's like, well, she told me, she said, I'm stressed out, nobody's buying my artwork, I don't feel like I'm that good. And her artwork is, telling you, I mean, it's choice, beautiful stuff, extremely talented, like a gift from God, truly. And I was surprised, you know, personally, I was very surprised that she hadn't sold one piece. She'd been out there, I think at that point, she had been out there for, shoot, I want to say, like, she'd been out and about for a month, and she'd been stopping and selling artwork everywhere where she went. And I was very surprised that she hadn't sold a piece yet. And I was like, you know what, I got thinking about that. I got kind of down with her. I'm like, damn, you know, you spent all this time getting good at something like this, and people won't even recognize you. Like, people won't even become aware of you. I have realized that those people don't matter. They don't count. They don't even count. They don't. Because if they don't see talent when they, if they can't tell talent when they see it, then who are they for you? Who are they? They're everyday people. They're not paying attention. And that's totally on them. That's their downfall, not yours. And that's what I had to realize. I had to take my own advice, because I'm starting this new business, and I don't have hardly anybody interested. I mean, granted, I've only been in this for a little while, but I've been having a hard time getting people to check it out and pay attention and see what I have to offer. And I realized, I was like, you know what? If they can't tell that I've got something really, really good enough that I feel like I should put my word and my face behind this, then they don't matter, they don't count. I mean, God bless them. I mean, it's not like they're, they mean nothing, but they don't matter to my life's purpose. That has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with them. It's just how life is. And I realized, when it was just like that one person. I had this like $200 or $300 piece. It was this big, beautiful canvas, flowers and the sky and all this other kind of cool stuff. A very intricate piece, very detailed, and I wanted to sell it. It was, to me, it was worth like $500, but I was trying to let it go for $250. Well, I had this one woman, I mean, I'd been carrying this thing around for months and months and months, and then finally I had this person come up and they were like, you know what, I want that piece. And they gave me, I believe it was $350. I told them $250, but they just dropped all this money on me, and that put me in a much better situation. I was able to buy more artwork, more art supplies, more canvas. I was able to get myself a portfolio bag to keep it from getting rained on or humid or too cold or too hot, and to keep all my artwork protected. And I was so grateful about that. I mean, it was so good to me. And what I realized in life, when it comes to things like that, those are the people that matter. Those are the people that really matter. The colorful people, the people who pay attention to their surroundings and see talent or acknowledge talent when they see it. And that's what I told her, and that's what I'm having to go through right now. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this YouTube video. I'm sure that this video will not blow up until like 5 years from now when I actually get a name for myself, but it's going to happen, and that's why I'm going to go ahead and just jump into it, because I want this to be my introduction video. I want to share with y'all kind of where my mind is, how I think, what I'm into, what I do, and I would love for y'all to be a part of this. I love interaction. Be that person. Go down there and comment. Go and tell me what you think about something. Make a comment on something that I said. Let's talk. Let's interact. Share it with your friends. Say, hey, this person, you need to check her out. Whatever. But yeah, I appreciate all of you, even the people who don't pay attention. No offense to any of those people, but I'm sure y'all aren't watching this video anyway. But yeah, God bless, and like I said, just if y'all take anything away from this, be that person that surprises people. Be that 0.5% of people that are truly compassionate and want to see each other do better. Because I mean, imagine what the world would be like if we all just uplifted each other and we were all there for each other. Yeah, hippy dippy shit, whatever. Thank y'all for watching, and I hope y'all all have a very blessed day. Like and subscribe.